Theresa Pepe.
Yes.
You are Vice President of Research for Current TV.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about how you got to where you are?
How I got to where I am. Well, when I got out of college, I was working in production for a really long time, and some of those jobs were like few and far between. But I started to work on a talk show and really got involved with the content and how the ratings fluctuated with different kinds of shows that we did. So I really got into it, went to grad school, took stats and audience research, and then been doing this about 15 years now.
And where were you prior to Current?
At A&E Television Networks, A&E and the History Channel.
How do you compare this period in our industry versus when you first started in media?
Wow. Well, I mean, just from the scope and size of everything, I mean, you know, that was something that we didn't have to experience. There was not much to, you know, worry about or compare to. There was very specific networks that I think had, you know, put their stakes in the ground really early on and maintained that for many, many years. Now I think that's harder and harder for the newer brands to do, I think. I don't know that we'll ever see an MTV again or, you know, a CNN either, but, you know, I just think from availability of resources has changed enormously. And I also think that from when I first started, there was kind of, I guess, because the economy was different, there was just so much more available to us overall from, you know, not only a research perspective, but just, you know, even from production and content, there was like no holds barred. It's like everybody did whatever they could. The fact that there's these restrictions now, I think, with the economy, make it difficult for everybody.
Where do you see the role of research in your company?
I think, you know, because we're kind of a new type of television and online and kind of like this cross-platform that's a little bit different, crowdsourcing. Conceptually, I think it's kind of a hard thing to wrap your head around from a consumer perspective and, you know, from an advertiser perspective. So I think research is really important to kind of talk about this new social media landscape, I think. So it's important for us to kind of, you know, tell you why social media is important, tell you, you know, really be an authority on, you know, this young adult audience and how they're integral into creating brand loyalty and things for advertisers, you know, and television overall for a really long time.